record a letter from Stand with Parkland, the National Association of Families for Safe Schools, founded by the families of the victims in the Parkland High School massacre, who wrote respectfully requesting that, wrote to Leader McCarthy respectfully requesting that Representative Greene be removed from the Education and Labor Committee. I wanted, Mr. Chairman, just to quickly make clear once again, it's been a long hearing, but the Constitution clearly provides with the House, vests with the House, the independent authority, independent of the Ethics Committee, to discipline any of its members where the appropriate sanction may include the limitation of any right, power, privilege, or immunity of that member. We are well within our rights to do this. I would like to again address the issue of precedent. Mr. Chairman, you said this eloquently, and I just couldn't agree more. The precedent that we should be concerned with is the precedent of not allowing members who traffic in anti-Semitism and racism and Islamophobia and violent threats against public officials to have the benefit of sitting on a committee in the House of Representatives. The precedent that members of Congress cannot trade in conspiracy theories without consequences, and the precedent that members should not and cannot attack and harass private citizens, let alone survivors of gun violence, without consequences. Mr. Chairman, we've not had a chance to talk about, but I would just refer back to just last Congress when the House passed almost unanimously a resolution that condemned QAnon and the conspiracy theories that it promotes. That resolution conveyed the sense of the House of Representatives, of which we are all a part, that conspiracy theories like those promoted by QAnon encourage the rejection of objective reality, deepen our nation's political polarization, and undermine trust in America's democratic institutions. We cannot afford to allow that trust to be undermined anymore. I say this, we talk about our colleagues. I do view the Ranking Member Wolarski as a friend. I am sorry that this is the first opportunity that we have to work together in this capacity. And I mean this not as an attack against her, but merely as a defense of the people that I represent and so many around the country, when I tell you that I know for a fact, with absolute certitude, that when we use a word like tragedy to talk about the decision to simply make sure that there is accountability here, that for the families in Parkland and the families in Sandy Hook and the families in Las Vegas who know that this is a person who has questioned whether these mass shootings even existed, they know what tragedy is. They've experienced tragedy. They live it every single day. We have to act today, Mr. Chairman. I hope we do it in a bipartisan way today. And again, on Thursday, my colleagues all seem in agreement that what's been said is unacceptable. So then we need to take this action because it is the only opportunity that we have to do so. I really appreciate the opportunity to be with you. And I thank the committee for being so thoughtful and deliberative throughout this entire process.